Rise and brine turkeys. Join me today as we start cooking these whole turkeys. We're gonna do it two different ways today on the Gateway drum smoker, both of them. We're gonna do one whole above a water pan, and we're gonna do one split. We're gonna hang two halves. All right, it's gonna be fun. Let's check it out. We went to the store, their Butterball, of course. Pay attention to the packaging. Sometimes these things, and most of the time, they do contain, it says up to 8% of a solution of water, salt, and spices, and that's fine. It's pre-brined essentially, all right? And this says right here, cook to 170. Do not pay attention to that. It says easy to open bag. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was easy. Bam, I like it. Now, the reason Butterball did that, obviously, is so you don't go with your knife and get all into that skin and puncture your skin before you're ready to. That's good thinking, I like it. So let's just see what we're working with here. They've all got them knotted up already. We're gonna go ahead and unknot them, see what we got going on here. All right, we got these turkeys opened up. I went ahead and took the neck and all the debris out of the inside of them for the most part. We don't need that, unless you want to keep them for soup or whatever you do, that's fine. All right, so we're doing turkey two ways today. We've got one we're gonna leave whole. I think we'll take this guy and leave it whole. We'll cook it just like this over the drum. We're gonna put a water pan under it. More indirect and you know, smoke slow. This one here, we're gonna go ahead and split it, not spatchcock it. We're gonna take it all the way apart. We're gonna do two halves. We're gonna hang them in the drum. I'm trying to get on that one. I want to try to get a direct heat a little bit faster. I want to see if we can get crispy skin on this turkey. All right, let's get to it. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and inject the turkeys, okay? Why are we doing that? Since they've already been brined in a solution that's set in a package, well, we want to add more flavor, more moisture to these guys. The last thing you want is a dry turkey. You'll get booed out of Thanksgiving, I guarantee you it. So we're gonna go ahead and mix up the rise and brine. Change that to turkeys, okay? So look, we're gonna put about a 1/4 cup in. I always use these caps. Essentially, we're putting a 1/4 cup in. You can do more or less, however you like it. And we're gonna do a bottle of water, about 20 ounce here. Now, you can do this the night before, okay? You can go ahead and let this sit overnight after you inject. At least 2 hours, I would say, you wanna let it sit. So what I wanna do is actually pull some of this skin back. I don't really wanna go through here, poking a bunch of holes. Well, there's holes in it already. We'll go ahead and go through it. Now move this needle around. The last thing you want is a big glob of injection in one spot, especially in the breast meat, okay? So go ahead and give it the business. You don't want that breast drying out. That's the first thing to go. So I get the question a lot, and people want to ask, well, do you inject or do you brine or what do you want to do? I mean, essentially, we're trying to accomplish the exact same thing, right? We're trying to get the flavor and the moisture inside of the meat. So when you brine, it just takes longer, right? So your brine is salty and got a bunch of spices in it. So what we're trying to do is pull the natural moisture out of the bird, replace it with the salty, flavorful moisture from the brine, right? So when you inject, you basically do the same exact thing. It's just a lot quicker, all right? So you can go ahead and do both. If I was going to do this overnight, like I recommend, I'd go ahead and inject it and then dump the rest in there and just let it soak in the whole thing for 12 hours. All right, next up, we'll let that sit, okay? Put it back in the fridge, let that sit. Like I said, about a minimum of 2 hours I would recommend. You can go up to overnight. I don't think anybody's gonna complain about a juicy bird. Bird number 2. This is one we're gonna hang. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little surgery on this one. We're gonna split that breastbone right down the pipe there. We're gonna flip it over and take the backbone out. We'll end up with 2 halves, just like we do half chickens. We're gonna try it out on the old turkey bird here. All right, so let's go in with the rise and brine on these. Go ahead and start pumping them up. All right, so the birds are injected. We used our rise and brine 1/4 cup for 20 ounces of water, and we just hammered it, much as it'll take. We put about, I'd say about 16 ounces of liquid into these birds, and you can see it's holding it too. It's not seeping out everywhere, so that's good. We got a bunch of flavor in there. We're gonna keep it moist. Now, let's get to the seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this rise and brine right on them as well. base layer, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do Cajun Bayou as well as some all-in. All right, so Cajun Bayou is going on first. Okay, and we'll come back with the all-in rub. Now this is going to be a little more of a coarse ground seasoning. It's going to give it some nice texture. And then we'll carefully flip them over. Since we've got that rub on there, you don't have to smash it in or anything. Just let it sit for a couple minutes. It'll do its thing. I'm going to come back and dab these off a little bit since we've got so much liquid on them. Too much liquid and the rub won't stick. It'll just want to smudge and smear. Again, like I said, I'm trying to get a crispy skin on this one if we can. So we're going to want that skin to kind of dry out, air out. And when we cook at a higher temperature, it's hopefully going to start sizzling. I've never done this before. I've done chickens, but never a turkey. All right, same deal on top. All right, looking good. So for these guys, next step is going to be to hook them. Cut through that breastbone, get under there, make sure you got something good to hook onto. All right, so just like that, we're ready to hang. Let's go outside and get them on. All right, here we go. We've got the drum dialed in, a little bit of a strong 3 right now. We're going to shoot for 300 on this baby. Look at my lid there, lid man. Thank you, sir. Woo! Turkey! Look at that. I want to make sure they're not touching. They're not totally directly over the fire. I'm gonna go ahead and grab just a few pecan chips. You don't even have to use wood if you don't want to. Ready? All right, let's see what happens. All right, so next up we're gonna do our whole bird. Okay, we've got the whole turkey here, it's been injected. So this one we're gonna run a little bit different flavor profile as well. We're gonna hit with the high flying chicken, of course. There's gonna be a nice salty, buttery flavor, garlicky. And I'm also gonna run truffle and chop on this one. I think this butter and garlic and salt is gonna go well with that truffle flavor. A little bit of more herby texture to it and flavors to it. Be perfect for your gravy mix. Now for this one, I'm gonna run a little more indirect, right? So I'm gonna take a half pan, all right? And I had about, I don't know, 6 ounces or so of leftover brine. You can mix up a new batch if you're worried about it. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there as a base for our drippings, okay? So we're gonna save all this. I'm gonna add a little more actually. We're gonna save it all and use it at the end. A little flavor in there. This pan's also gonna provide a little bit of moisture and steam for our turkey. All right, we've got the drum dialed in, a little over 300 right now. Go ahead, Joe. Let's put our pan in directly in the middle, right where we're gonna put this. And then we'll place our grate in there. On the top, or on the second row actually. Put our grate on the second row. I'm gonna go ahead and put this turkey right over top. Now if you wanna tie these legs together, you can. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck them down in there like they were when we got it. Keep them from spreading apart on us. Tuck those wings under. She's ready to roll now. We're gonna let that baby go. I'm not even gonna put wood on this one. I wanna go for a clean heat. I'm not necessarily a big smoke flavor on this one. All right, let's see what we got. All right, it's been a half an hour. We got these birds on. I'm gonna go ahead and check out the hangers. And I'm telling you right now, they look pretty sweet. The skin is definitely starting to get tacky. And look, we got a little sizz coming out of the wing. You see where my fire's at? We got my hot spot right here and it's fine. I kind of got the birds a little farther away from it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it that way. And this bad boy is cooking now. Look at that. I gotta put a little more water in my pan, it looks like, but she's tacking up too. Looking good. Looking a little green from that truffle and chop rub too. All right, it's been exactly 1 hour and 15 minutes. And the dang turkeys are looking good, man. I'm telling you right now. Oh yeah. 148 in the middle, 150. 55, 157. See where we're at in that leggy thigh. 165. We're just about there. This is getting exciting. Exciting. See how the gold green bean's doing over here. Look at that one. You know about that. Big spinsy. Cruising right along. Slowly but surely. All right, we're at a total of an hour and a half cook time. Let's check out these hangers. Man, they're looking good. See where we're at here in the breast. Oh yeah. We got them. See where we're at in that leg and that thigh. 190 in the leg meat. 190. Whoa. Whoa. Perfect. Let's roll it. Ready, JoJo?
Ready.
She's a beaut, Clark. She's an absolute beaut. She's looking good, brother. Woo! Let's get those in. All right, guys, we're back. We've got the bird that was hanging. And this thing, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, we got that crispy skin. Let's go ahead and segregate this bad boy. Right through there. Okay. Go ahead and take the wing tip off. Yeah, we got it crispy. Juicy. So what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna run my knife along the breastbone. Okay. Just wanna start prying it off a little bit. A little at a time is fine. That joint right there. Go right through it. See that? A little bit of meat in here. Don't want to waste that. Got this. Now, if you want to go ahead and separate that leg from the thigh right here where the V's together, get into that joint. You won't have to cut through if you go right down the middle. Leg, thigh. We got so much juice. It's getting crazy. Ready for it? Moment of truth. Cut this little guy off. Would you look at her? Would you even look at her? No squeeze needed. All right, we got this one that's been running for 2 hours total now. It's an indirect whole bird. It took a little bit longer, but we've been running 300. Let's check it out. Yeah, she's perfect. It was 170, 168 in the breast, 190 in the legs. Let's get him off there. Woo-wee. She's a looker. All right, guys, so there you have it, our bird. I think it turned out awesome. We did the hanging bird for an hour and a half, directly over the coals. The skin was crispy. It had great color. The flavor was awesome. We only did a little bit of pecan chips at the beginning. We didn't add any more smoke. And I thought it had the perfect amount. Not too much, you could barely even notice it. It would still go good with your mashed potatoes and gravy, that's for sure. And now, this whole bird that we cooked indirectly, we had the water pan underneath of it. We had the bird on the middle grate on the drum. And then we had the lid on top, ran 300 pretty much the whole time, a strong 3. It turned out fabulous, man. This thing looks cool. The truffle and chop, I was worried about it because it gets that green color from all those herbs on it. But man, it turned out nice afterwards. You know, this one here took about 2 hours right on the dot. So we had an hour and a half direct, cut in half, and we had 2 hours on the whole bird. That's on your drum smoker. Now, if you go trying that on a different pit, I'm not sure about your times, but at 300 degrees, it worked out just right here. Let's cut into this little guy and see what we got to work with. Oh, okay. That looks good. I think that would fly. That is moist, juicy. I might have to take a bite of that. Dude. Perfect flavor. Let me show you a little trick I like to do at the end though. You take your rising brine. Okay, it's really finely ground. Just give that a light dust. That's really gonna wake up that flavor. Let it settle in there. So good. Buttery, garlicky, salty, just good. All right, guys, no more dry birds. I'm done with dry birds. We got the rise and brine turkeys. That's it. That's all you get. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.